Like I would hurt my neck doing that. Loosen up, man. Feel.
I'm very flexible. Don't worry.
Feel the music. Yeah. Oh my god. Good morning.
Rock here.
Nancy here.
Slinky in the house.
Don't you guys find that he's so rigid? Like, ow, I'm gonna hurt my neck again just doing that.
Listen.
Oh, how's everybody doing?
Tight. You gotta keep it tight.
Well, I don't know, not too tight.
But I'm very
Jeepers.
flexible.
Yeah.
You said it yourself.
I'm more
like, flexible than you are.
Every time you dance, you have like this robotic.
It's because I'm trying to keep it in the frame.
Yeah, but loose. Feel the music. Feel the
olive
rhythm.
oil. Popeye.
Okay, anyway.
Is that what you want?
How's everybody doing?
How is everybody?
Cheers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Julie.
You gonna eat the glass there?
Yeah.
You hit your teeth?
I know.
Jesus.
I wanted to switch it up this morning. Mojito hour.
That's a good one.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Vodka included. No? Is it vodka
I
or
put some
tequila?
in yours, yeah.
Is it vodka or tequila you put in a mojito?
I think it's
Or
vodka.
rum? I don't know. Somebody know? I don't know.
All of the above.
I drink beer, so I don't know.
Right.
Is beer in beer? Yes, then yes.
You like beer?
I do like beer. If there's beer in beer, I like it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
Mostly.
how's everybody doing? Oh my god, guys, this is so nice
We've
out
got the
there.
sun.
Like, oh, I needed this.
Son of a
I
gun, we'll have some fun on the bayou.
Yeah. It makes a big difference, eh? When you have the sun shining
Yep.
and it's nice out. It's like, I really hope that my mood doesn't depend on the weather because like when it's nice, it feels so, it feels amazing. But when it's like gray and gloomy,
It's not so good.
you just feel it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, like you need to pick me up and
That's
it's
right.
like,
That's right.
yeah, yeah.
It's one of those things. I
Yeah.
like the sunny days too. Nobody, I don't mind the rain, just not like extended.
What about in the evening time? You know?
Yeah, why doesn't
Rain in the
Mother
evening.
Nature just know, hey, we're all sleeping there, huh?
Yeah.
Now it's
do
time
your
for
thing.
it's time for the rain. Now.
Yeah, do your thing.
The next morning we
Yeah.
get the sun. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, please have mercy on us. We're going through enough.
I know.
No, it's easy though to get in that mood when it's like gray and gloomy. Like yesterday
Yeah.
for me, it was just not like it was
Not
just
to
that type
be,
of day.
Not to be gray and gloomy, but I heard through the grapevine that they're going to
Oh, please
force
don't announce
us in
that.
September to keep our kids at home again.
No, don't say
That's
that.
what I heard.
No.
Anybody else hear that?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I
I feel like I'm in Twilight Zone.
I don't know. Like this week we're really focusing on like really bringing to the forefront of we are not our parents. We're our own lifestyle, you know.
Yep.
And oftentimes we inherit our parents' lifestyle without knowing. And on some levels, because we inherit some of our parents' traits.
100%. You're born with your parents.
Yeah.
On average, you watch your parents. They're your first model
Yeah.
of people to
Yeah.
model, right?
Yeah.
The first people you try to emulate. So you're going to pick up some of their traits.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Just keep in mind that if you're picking up a lot of their bad traits,
Then that's the same lifestyle you'll have.
that's where you need to improve.
Which is,
right?
I'm very fortunate that I only saw a little bit of my real parents' traits. And don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, they actually had a lot of good traits. My dad was very thoughtful. He was very known in the community. He's a teacher. He had a home. He had all these things. He had a lot going for him. And then he got into like a lot of funk, and he went into a funk and lost everything. But anyway. And my mom, of course, she had bipolar disorder. So, but my mom,
Keep going.
oh, but my mom, she was a great cook. She was very clean and neat, and she's very beautiful. And then, but her disorder got the best of her and everything.
Disabilities, yeah.
So in the low mood, sometimes you
The Lou mood.
in the low mood when you're
Low
in
mood?
when I'm in a low mood.
Oh.
When I speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
I tend to sometimes think of oh, well, I inherit some of their bad traits,
Yeah.
and sometimes that gets the best of me.
Yeah.
And even the fact that I've been in different foster homes and just the smells, different smells,
Triggers,
it just
yeah.
triggers me because
Yeah.
it's a lot of those foster homes kind of had that welfare.
They were dumps.
welfare
You can say it. You can say it.
feel
It's your show. You can
to
say
it.
it. They were dumps.
It was just low. Let me just say lower vibration.
Okay.
Okay.
The
And sometimes,
dumps.
if I'm in a situation, in a lower vibration situation, that will sometimes trigger me. And then yesterday when I went on live at 3, I was talking about like practicing changing the meaning of like what type of meaning do we give in that situation, because I mean, there's that saying that like nothing in life has any meaning except for the meaning that we give it.
100%.
So if I wanted to change that,
say that again.
Nothing in life has any meaning except for the meaning that we give it.
Yeah, anything that's going to happen to you, it's not happening to you. It's just happening.
It's happening,
it's the emotional attachment
Yeah.
and how you perceive that it's happening.
Yeah.
That's what affects you, right? Because anything can happen to you. It's
Yeah.
not what happens to you that counts. It's
Yeah.
what you make of it, what you become from it, right?
Yeah. And the meaning.
I could have become a cokehead and
Easily.
be dead a long time ago.
Easily.
100%.
Yeah, easily.
I have those tendencies, addictive personality. From chewing my nails to drinking too much beer to obsessing over thoughts.
Yeah.
These are all addictive personality traits, right?
Yeah.
So I could have easily, and if you've met me, and if you've hung out with me long enough, you could tell that I'm a bit eccentric, right?
Yeah.
And I try to keep that, like, not suppressed, but like I rein that in a lot, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I got to watch what I'm going to say here.
Right.
But it's easy to take on what's happening to you and take it personal, and then switch your whole life to that, what happened to
Especially
you, right?
if it triggers certain things that you've been brought up with. So
100%.
sometimes, like, it's easy for me to attach a negative meaning to what's happening, which is just really, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But because of your certain things that happened to you growing up,
You get triggered.
and then you attach a negative emotion, and then that really disempowered my whole day yesterday.
Talk about your laundry thing yesterday.
That's what I was talking about yesterday on the live.
Oh, you were talking about that? Yeah.
I was talking about like just so where we're at the stage of our life is that we decided to move really close to Naomi's school, close to my work.
Yeah.
And we're initially starting beginning again.
Yeah.
Starting up again. And sometimes, that gets the best of me because we
Right.
did have, the house, the cars, the
We've had many
four-wheeler,
houses.
all those
We've had
things.
4 houses.
Yeah, so of course the ego likes to
Yeah.
chime in and say you're at a certain stage of your life
You're
where
nobody.
you're a loser because
Yeah.
you live in a 2-bedroom apartment and you got to go do laundry at a laundromat. So I know this sounds like maybe pathetic, but
it's
sometimes
not
when you're in
pathetic.
that low mood, it triggers you.
It's not pathetic because of your upbringing. It's like you said before.
Yeah.
Certain things. You ever smell like an apple pie or something and it brings you back to your childhood, or cookies, and you're like, oh, they smell just like my mom's cookies? Well, that's a positive flashback.
Yeah,
right?
totally.
But when you have lived in foster homes that smelled like la charogne,
Yeah.
it smelled like garbage.
Yeah.
Well, when you smell
Cat piss.
cat piss or anything. But it's true. So when you smell stuff like that, smoke
Yeah.
or urine, cat urine,
Yeah.
or anything
Yeah.
that's in an apartment or whatever,
Yeah.
it triggers you back to when you were a child,
course.
and you didn't like it when you
Yeah.
were a child, so you won't like it when you're an adult. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, exactly.
That's just a trigger,
Yeah.
right? But you have to understand that it's not non-existent. It's an attachment you put onto that, right?
and not identifying myself with that, the way I feel in that moment, because yesterday I literally felt like a loser.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, the identity that you have, and it's at this stage of your life, is that you are a really hardworking, ambitious, kind
100%.
person, and at the end of the day, that's really what matters.
Like we often measure ourselves with financial appearances.
We do.
Because that's what we're kind of all bred to believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the idea that the more stuff you have, the more successful you are.
Yeah.
And I would say that that's just a lie.
Isn't that the ego?
100%.
Yeah, I think that's...
So I talked about this before, but I'll say it again real quick.
Yeah.
There's a truth and there's a lie to the amount of stuff you have.
Yeah.
The truth is, yes, certain amenities bring you comfort, joy, happiness. Certain amenities.
And significance.
But the lie is, well, if I have these 10 items and they make me happy, how much happier will I be with 1,000,
Right.
10,000, 100,000 items?
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's the lie. And we're born and raised to feel that way. It's specifically in the West with this consumerism, capitalism mentality.
Right.
Where we're always buying, upgrading phones that we don't even use, and it's just nonstop,
Right.
right?
Right.
So we're always all of us are fighting the urge to not continuously buy stuff and be part of the typical rat race where you buy stuff to impress people you don't even like while working in jobs that you don't even like all that much, right?
Yeah, because bottom line is like you want to feel significant, but if you're like attaching your identity to those types of things where you feel significant, then and if you don't have those things, then of course it's gonna reflect a negative emotion within you, and I've also like, what did I wanted to say? I forget to.
I don't know. But we're always going to attach stuff to our childhood. So the hope is that you've had a really good childhood.
Yeah.
And you can attach those nice cookie smells to a feel-good feeling.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I smell cat piss. It brings me back to like foster homes where all the blood was on the wall. And,
there was.
You know
It's crazy.
I mean? You don't want to be brought
Bad
there.
profanity. Oh, anyways. Oh, that's great. So yeah, I just think that's basically if you have like some certain triggers that kind of like.
Well, yeah.
It just it's you gotta tune into that and just turn it around and say, listen, like you are doing the best that you can, and where you're at, and that's the point that I wanted to bring is like all of what we went through with the different houses and the income properties that we've owned really taught me a lesson about how like I don't want to be trapped working so much that I can't like relish in the quality of time with my family, with myself, with those things. But I know obviously we have to work to like have different things.
We talked about this morning, but riches is subjective to what you think being rich is.
I know.
So we're really healthy.
Yeah.
We're fit.
Yeah.
We are working on goals. We're ambitious.
Yeah.
We have a good daughter. We have a clean and wonderful place to live in that is very close to Naomi's school, close to your work, close to my work when I could go.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all about perception. Right?
Oh, yeah, of course. And you know what? Like, most of the time, I live in that space. But, of course, when I get triggered and I attach a negative meaning, then that just, brings me right down. And I think it's a normal thing to do.
We're like, I'm such a loser. It's like, we all do that a little bit.
So bottom line is, you're not a loser. I'm not a loser. We're doing the best that we can.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you are a loser, but that doesn't mean you can't change. You're always a 2 millimeter shift away. You're always just one decision away from shifting at all.
Yeah.
You're not fit enough. You're too fat. You're not healthy enough. You're not in the job you want. You're just one shift from changing the whole course of your life.
Right.
And it starts with intention. It starts with awareness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you're saying every day when you go to your job, oh, not another day at this place, that should be a key indicator that you're not meant to be there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying quit your job, bro.
No.
Go sell lemonade. No. Like, live on the beach, man. Gnarly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you are in a position where you wake up every morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you don't like what you see for whatever reason, the job,
or you don't like where you're going,
the physical appearance because you're overweight, whatever, you can change that.
Yeah.
You can change.
Yeah.
Anybody can change.
Yeah.
If you don't like where you're living, your current address, your current city, you can move. You're not a tree, right? You can move.
Yeah.
You can change your job. You can change your lifestyle. You can change your appearance. Anything you want to change. Think of life like a simulation. Whatever you want to achieve, all you have to do is start making different decisions. When I'm playing a game and my character, I want to upgrade my character, level up your character, you have to do certain things, right? Decide to make the change. Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Often deciding is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Decide you want to wake up early. Waking up early is not the problem. It's when the alarm goes off, it's getting up. That's the problem. That's the key. It's deciding to change. Decide that you want to be healthier. Decide. That's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Because often, if you ever for example, public speaking or singing, whatever, was one of my fears, right? And I often found that although I was really good at it, it was a fear of mine. I didn't know why. And then I always found that as soon as I got started, the first thing, the first word, the first note, it was over. That fear was gone.
Yeah, for sure.
It was the deciding to do it. It was that being able to push yourself over that threshold of they're gonna laugh at me,
right?
Or whatever,
of course.
Whatever the insecurity is, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as you push yourself over that, that little hump, it's a decision. Boom.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. So
Yeah, no, it's
decide.
true. Decide, show
Yeah.
up, and do your best, and like
You're not your history. You're not your past. You are the sum of the decisions that you make in this moment.
and in a
It's
consistent
change
basis.
all around.
And on a consistent basis too.
On a consistent basis, 100%.
Yeah.
Like for me, writing my book, you know, that's something I do every day in the weekdays. Usually, weekends it's for family. We hang out,
Yeah.
right? But it doesn't mean I don't pluck away at it. But you know,
Right.
that's a decision consistently. You know,
Yeah.
2 hours a day working on the book, right?
Yeah, and I tell my daughter too, like I'm like, cause she will identify herself, like she'll be like, I'm a bad kid, or like because she makes poor choices, and I said, you're not a bad kid, you just made poor choices, and you have the power to change it around. That doesn't mean you're a bad kid. Same thing with me, same thing with you guys. It's not you're a bad person, or you're a bad mom, or you're a bad wife, or you're a bad worker.
Exactly.
You just made less than ideal decision in that moment in time,
You made a decision
and
that
there's
didn't serve
always
you.
that power of
Exactly.
changing it around.
Exactly.
And that's just
Exactly. Wrap it up. As always, come on. You got some music going. What's up with your computer lately? Like it's a MacBook that's supposed to
because
be.
we go over the 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes it shuts down.
No, well, tell your computer not to be so finicky.
Yeah. Oh, there we are.
Oh, here we
no,
go.
that's the thing, because we went over 15. You just keep talking, and it just
Well, I was on a roll. Though.
I know
What are
you
gonna do?
did good. You did
What are you
good.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Wrap it up. As always, we
love you. We're thinking about you.
Have a
And
good
I'll
day.
see you guys
Cold
at 3
showers.
o'clock this afternoon for a health
Change.
coaching
You
session.
can
Cheers,
change.
guys.